Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on another SEC rival, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So Auburn's return team didn't help matters out much there. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field, but what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. And David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single...
And a sack all the way back at the 5. Auburn lines up quickly.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
Fires to the tight end. Knocked down for the tackle.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
To the air, it's Grant. He makes the connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And how about the confidence of this quarterback? Palmer, I got to know, man. I know this receiver's a stud, but I'm putting two guys on. I'm trying to take him out of the ball game, and he's still going to throw it that direction?
Because even when he's covered, he's open. And these guys work tirelessly all week long. They understand where they're going to be. They understand when the football's coming out. You could put a third guy over there, and I don't know if that would have changed the quarterback's decision. I think he was still going to his big playmaker on the play.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Snags it over the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it, feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And that is your job. O-line has to protect the quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
So after the huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn! And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Auburn Kentucky, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Little. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive stage, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
Kentucky right back to the line. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The offense set for a first down play.
It's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance. And I mean, you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field.
Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're...
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, picked off. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Fires to the big fella. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. The pass intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Auburn. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. SMU made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms that there is something special brewing with these Mustangs. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Fights off a defender. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Wildcats are in the hurry-up.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Gets it out quickly. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. Comes out throwing on first down. Pulls it in. It's Rodriguez. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the...
The expressway is wide open. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Wants to throw on first down. He finds his man. Makes the catch and he's brought down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. First and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. From the 22 on first and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger. And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Effective offense leading the way here in establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback will audible. He wants to throw. Unloads it left. He's got it. Oh, look out. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tiger. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. He's got an open man. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wildcats.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Grant. Back open in the middle. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Trying to escape and get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a 1st down.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now he's looking to throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. They'll give it to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Tigers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. It's 4th and goal, and they'll go for the touchdown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn! Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. FIU handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown, and what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. On second down, they'll take to the air. On target to the left. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man quickly. The tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Back to the air one more time. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! He has been surgical. Precision passing. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll run it from the gun and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Trying to impose their will with the run. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. They're testing the right side here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds his tight end. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early...